Ready?
Yeah.
All right, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My name is Marcus. My
you're
name's
Marcus. Listen,
yeah.
everyone's in here. I've got another guest to come in. We've got Jamie.
Good evening, pal.
Yeah, right, mate.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good, good. Nice to see you on.
Yeah, good to be on.
Thank you. Right. First team we've got to talk about today is Donny Rovers' first crew.
Oh, God. I need to get my phone up for where
Yeah, I've already got mine up, mate.
God. I don't. Donny are doing all right. Crew, I could not tell you.
Right, so Donny sat in third, crew was sat in seventh, but Donny's 4
they
points
did
behind
lose.
Bradford.
They did lose 4-1 to Fleetwood, I think Crew did.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be a tough one for him because Donny's, well, they drew the last one and then they lost the game before. So
Yeah,
if they're going
exact
for
same with Crew.
yeah,
Exact same.
if they're going for automatics, they're 4 points behind Bradford, and I think it's going to be a tough ask, because I think Bradford are on a bit of a run. I know they lost the last game, but I think they're up for it.
It's at Crew, I believe. So, I mean, it's a proper mix of wage teams won. I'm just going to go Donny because I'm more familiar with them.
Yeah, I'd say Donny will get that one. I think
2-1, I'm going to go. They both seem to score a decent amount, but they both concede a decent amount as well. So I'm going 2-1.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus?
Doncaster win.
Doncaster win. What score?
2-0.
2-0. Lisa?
Doncaster 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Doncaster as well. I reckon Billy Sharp and the tactics of pressurisation from Doncaster will overcome Crew.
Luke Molyneux's one of their better players, and I think he's got one out of like the top 4 tiers or top like the 72 teams. I think he's got one of the highest scoring numbers. So
Yeah,
he will like the bag in that game.
Yeah, it does look good. I do rate him, to be honest with you. But like I said, I've watched Donny a couple of times this season because one of my lads is a big fan of Billy Sharp, so obviously he's followed him going there. And every time I've watched him, I will say they're probably one of the best pressurising teams in that league. They're constantly on press. They've impressed me a few times I've seen them play. So, who we got next? Another one. Tranmere versus Bradford.
Is Andy is it Andy Cook? Is he still injured?
I think he is, yeah.
Big throw that.
Yeah, but have you noticed since he's been injured, their results have been dropping a bit?
Have they?
Yeah. It's like, I think personally Bradford are going to run away with it. I think they're going to overtake Walsall eventually and become first. But it's where you know yourself, still 10 games left in their league.
Yeah. To be fair, you say the results have dropped. They've won the last 4 in 5.
Yeah, but like the team, were it the last one or the one before where they lost?
Last one.
Gillingham
away.
Exactly. You'd have expect them. I've seen where Gillingham are in league.
Oh, they're not doing great, if I remember right.
Yeah, 19th in league. Do you know what I mean? That should be a game where they're going there and rolling them over. I don't feel like they should have been in it at all.
Yeah, I mean, Tranmere, I've just had a look. I thought they were. They're 22nd. They've been awful this year. They have just beaten Bromley, but this is newly promoted Bromley. They're not the most amazing team in the world. So
yeah,
you'd back Bradford here, realistically.
Oh, yeah. Right, 1,000,000%. It's like I say, I think I think they're going to become first. I think they'll do it.
Yeah.
What about you, Marcus? What are you saying?
2-0 Bradford.
2-0 Bradford. Lisa?
Like 2-0.
2-0
to Bradford.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bradford win. I'm going to say 3-1 away. I think they've got firepower to do it. I think they're going to be too much for Tranmere, to be honest with you.
I'm going to go 1-0. I think it'll be an early goal in there. I think it'll just be all Bradford, but they just can't get through that final third.
Yeah, I agree. Right. Who we got next? This is a good game, to be fair. I think it will. Luton versus Middlesbrough. Right, this can be controversial because it's Middlesbrough, a part of Yorkshire.
No.
But it's on borderline, it's Tyneside and Yorkshire. If you look at it, it's the northest city of Yorkshire.
It's the equivalent of saying Shez is part of Yorkshire. It's not.
I don't know. Map don't lie, does it? So I don't know. They might stay in it. They might come out of it. We'll see as time goes on.
I mean, Borough have got about 20 injuries. I've had a look. They're missing Ben Doak. Who are they missing? Ailing, Vandenberg, Dieng, Bryn. They're missing a lot of players. I know that Luton have lost some less players, but they have been probably more keen players. The likes of Chong, Baptiste, Nakamba. They're both not great injury wise, but I think Borough picked up a bit more form recently.
Yeah.
This is at Luton though, so
Kettleford, you went there, didn't you? Yeah, I think you did Rambount Road there, didn't you?
horrible ground. Horrible.
Yeah, I've been before. I don't like it. It's very closed in.
Yeah, proper ground though.
Yeah, it is good atmosphere. I think it fills up easy enough. Do you know what I mean, for how it is? Well, me personally, I think Luton's going to snatch this one. I think they will get it over the line. I think they're waiting for a break. It's not like they're playing badly. It's just they're not having any luck with a lot of things.
They've got one of the highest. I know people don't like the stat, but they've got they're up there with some of the highest XG in the league. They just can't hit the barn door. We saw that when we played him. That Adebayor.
Oh yeah, I think he's got highest miss ratio of all league, hasn't he?
It's somewhat stupid. He's completely lost it. Luton they've dropped a bit. They're now 16th, but it's a hell of a lot better than what they are at minute.
That's what I mean. It's like you can't really tell. I mean, Middlesbrough before Ben Doak got injured, I think they were tearing league up. I think they were on cuffs to be a playoff team, but since he got injured, they've dropped off tremendously. I mean, they have brought some good players in Nacho and Morgan Whittaker. I thought Whittaker would have hit the ground running there. We'd been a fresh scenery, do you know what I mean? Pick up off his form from last season, but he hasn't really done anything since he got there.
Yeah, Ian Nacho's not a great player anyways. I think I've only seen him play once, and that was against us when we were having that lockdown season, which don't really count. But Luton versus Borough, whenever it's been at Luton, this goes back to about 2010. Borough have never won in the last 15 years. So I think it won't be an easy game, this. I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0. About you, Marcus?
Well, I thought Luton's been like more bad for a team what got gone up last season.
It's a parachute team.
Yeah, and they were like 18th or 4 above us and Burnley. So I think 1-0 to Luton to get scratchy 1-0.
I agree with you. I think Luton have got enough to get there. I think they just need a bit of confidence in front of goal. I think if you can get Adebayor scoring, I think he takes lead up. We saw him do it last season in Premier League. Do you know what I mean? There's talents there. I think it's more of a confidence thing than a talent thing at the moment.
They have picked up a couple of results at home, Luton, recently. Not great results, but results nonetheless.
But if you look at them at home, I think the loss record at home, I think they've only lost 3 games at home this season. So I think it's 3 or 4. I know they lost to Burnley there. They lost to us 6.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad considering. Do you know what I mean? But I do, I'm going to say Luton. I think Luton are going to scratch it. I think they're going to get a 1-0 victory. I think it's going to be tight, though. All right, next up, we have got Barnsley versus Mansfield.
Have they got a new manager yet? Or
Mansfield?
No, Barnsley.
Oh, Barnsley. I don't think they have, you know. Clough is still in charge of Mansfield, isn't he?
I think it's Conor Orahan who's taken over interim manager.
Right.
And I think this is his first job as any sort of manager, because I think they said he's not playing the season, he's just getting his coaching badges. But he knows the team, so new manager bounce. There's every chance they could get a result. And
Yeah.
I know Mansfield have been all over the place this season. They started well and dropped off, and it just.
Me personally, I thought Barnsley were going to be higher than what they were this season. I think they've dropped off tremendously. I mean, I was looking at them and I would say they were fighting for third, maybe second, and now they've dropped off ridiculous.
I've only just realised where Mansfield are in the league. I didn't realise they were relegation scrap.
Yeah.
I thought they were like middle of the road.
So I think this has got to draw it all over it. I think they're both going to know themselves out. I can't see them really doing all. I think Barnsley are going to finish about 10th this season. I don't think they're going to push any higher. I think that's them. I think this is their season. I think Mansfield, I don't think they're a great team. I just think they're scraping by. I think they're just going to avoid relegation narrowly, though.
Yeah. If they hadn't had the start they had, they're down for me.
And
I think because Mansfield don't score a lot, but they don't concede a lot either. They've had 1-1, 0-0, 1-1, 2-0 loss, 2-1 loss. Now we're against Wrexham, and they're not a bad side at all.
Yep.
Barnsley, even though they've not had the worst results, like they've won 3 of the last 5. They've got no manager bounce, but we don't know how good of a manager actually is. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go 0-0, but it's going to be one of them quality 0-0s where everyone's going hell for Ben.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a chase game. Do you know what I mean? I can't see any team doing anything tremendous. I think there's going to be a lot of running around chasing ball, a lot of sideward passes. I think there's going to be no progressive play. I think it's going to be a pretty dull game to watch.
Yeah.
But on that note, I am going to say it's going to probably finish, I'd say, 1-1. I'd go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
What about you, Marcus?
I can agree. I thought Barnsley could have done better in the league.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the same score, 1-1.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Les?
I agree, like 1-1.
1-1. Right, let's go up there. Right. Hull versus West Brom.
Hull City.
I'll let you take charge of this one, Marcus. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen this game?
Since I think Hull's been doing all right since they've been like drawn with Leeds, so I think, but West Brom is the better team in my opinion. So I think West Brom will win like 1-0.
You're going West Brom 1-0.
Right,
go on then, Jamie. You're the man of the champ. Let us know what you think.
Well, I've just been having a look at both injuries and suspensions. Again, this isn't the most accurate thing in the world. I think it said like Hamer injured for the last game when it very clearly weren't. But you've got Louis Barry, Liam Miller. Let's have a look. You've got João Pedro suspended, so that's a decent amount of players missing. And on the West Brom side, you got Darryl Furlong, who's a good championship player, and Josh Madger's reportedly injured. So that is a big miss. But
Madger is a big miss for them.
They do have Adam Armstrong, who is arguably better striker realistically.
Yeah, one of the best strikers in the league without a doubt. He's proved it year in year.
Yeah. All have not been bad recently. We saw that when they played us. But West Brom have been really good. Really, really good. But they seem to get results against top teams, drop against bottom teams. So I'm going to go for a draw, even though their form has been draw, win, draw, win, draw. So it naturally is next going to be a win. But I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1. Right, so if Hull weren't missing so many wide players, I'd have gone for Hull for this one. I think Miller and Barry, them two on wings, I think they're very, very dangerous. And Pedro, I think they've got some of the best wingers in the league. But they're not very strong up top. I think they're missing that striker. But with the acquisitions of John Egan, a bit of experience at back there, we all know about Egan from his time at us. I think they've got that leader at back, what they have needed now. So considering that if Madger is out, I will say it's a draw. But if he's playing, I think West Brom will scrappy 2-1.
To be fair, I think Egan's been quite poor since he got that. I watched the bit against Sunderland and he just did not look comfy on the ball. I think that injury's wiped him out.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever going to get his old form back again. I think he never hit them levels again. I think he's done for. He's on decline now, but I think he's only 32, so at that age as a centre back, I think you're right sort of experience and age. You know what I mean? But his decline has been horrific, to be honest.
I mean, he played 1 minute last game, 31 minutes the game before that, and then 2 games before that, he was off the bench. So he's not playing much.
Yeah.
And they're probably just thinking, can't risk him with his injury for 1 and 2. But it's good to have that experience in dressing room.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. Right, so next team. I'm gonna go on one now. What, to be honest, Harrogate, I've never really followed. I'm not a big know where they are. I think they're near bottom of League 2, if I'm correct.
They are 20th in League
Yeah.
2.
Relegation trapped. I think they like the draws at the moment. I've been looking at that. They have had quite a few draws, I believe. But no, not for me. I think Newport will have a bit too much for them. I think.
I would agree with the league positions, but if you look at Newport's form, they've only won 1 of the last 5, and the most recent result was a 5-0 loss at Accrington Stanley. Like, they've not been good recently, and Harrogate have picked up a decent amount of results. Bear in mind, the most recent game was the game near enough bottom of the league, Carlisle.
Yeah, Carlisle.
Yeah, but they've still. I mean, they won 2-1 against Accrington Stanley. So
yeah,
it does feel like it'll be a win for Harrogate, but this is away, I believe.
Yeah.
So
do you reckon this could be a chance for Harrogate to start scraping away from bottom 4?
Potentially.
This
is going to be a really cagey game. There won't be many goals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go scrappy 1-0 win for Harrogate.
Yeah.
Just on form, because I hate League 2 for how terrible it is for just. We say Championship is unpredictable, but that league is bad for it.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw personally. I think it's gonna be a 0-0. What about you, Marcus? What are you saying?
1-1, but scrappy.
Yeah. Right, we've got another team to go. Then we're on to big teams. I say big teams. Right, Crawley, Huddersfield are on the brink of getting into the playoffs. They're 2 points behind Bolton. And Tranmere are... Is it Tranmere? Crawley, sorry. My bad. Where are Crawley? Crawley 22nd.
Didn't they just sack the manager, Huddersfield?
Yes, I believe so. They did go on a bit of a bad form recently.
Yeah.
I saw it. Let's have a look. 1, 2...
They're not the worst results. There's only 1 goal margin.
Yeah, but they've won 1 in the last 5, and that's the team chasing playoffs.
However, Crawley are really bad.
Yeah, 22nd in league. Is it 22nd?
Yeah. The last time they won was more than a month ago.
Yeah.
That was at home to Stevenage, where is Stevenage in league? 12th, so.
Yeah. So it explains itself there, but it's football. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. Yeah. We saw ourselves. Look where Hull were when they beat us. Were they second to bottom?
It was something like that. I know they've got a good manager, though, Hull. So
you know what it is with Hull? They've got good players. They've got a good manager. I don't know what happened. They were just more clinical, and then what we were. That's all what happened. Do you know what I mean?
They completely outplayed us.
Regan Slayton. Off to you, do you know what I mean? Sheffield lad, and then he had to come back and hurt us, didn't
he? Yeah.
What about you, Marcus? What are you saying about this game?
Huddersfield's going to try to get into playoffs, so I think they'll win 2-0.
2-0 Huddersfield. I can see it. I can't disagree with you. I think Huddersfield will get it. I think it's got 2-0 on it.
Yeah, agree completely. New manager bounce for me.
Mm-hmm. Right. One at big games at weekend. One I will have my eyes on. QPR Leeds.
One thing.
Come on, Jim. I know you've been looking at this fixture, so come on.
One thing. I know some people say, "Oh yeah, it don't matter at all." But the last time Leeds got a win at QPR Way was 2017. Last season, they lost 4-0 there.
Yeah.
With the team they had in all, Somerville, Rutter, Archie Gray, that team was mental how good it were. Yes, QPR had and still have some very good players. I mean, we went there and it weren't an easy game at all. So I don't think Leeds are not great away. And I think it was something I saw when it's like 12:30 kickoffs. They've won 2 of the last 10 or something. So I can see an upset, but I think coming off that Millwall game, they will have a lot of confidence. But it won't be an easy game. I mean, QPR have lost the last 4.
But do you think Leeds are starting to realising they're not having it their way all the time? And I think, when games aren't going their way and it's not that, I think it damages the confidence. Do you know what I mean? I think their fans get on them a lot worse than we get on our players. Do you know what I mean? So, like, as soon as it starts turning against them, do you know what I mean? I don't think they like it. And we're being away as well at QPR, you know yourself, the atmosphere there, it's going to be like Portsmouth, do you know what I mean? They're going to have everyone on them, and I think Portsmouth are going to, QPR are going to be up for this game. I really
100%.
think, I think, I'd like to say Leeds would win, but I don't know.
Why would you like to say that?
No, because if look on paper, Leeds win, don't they? On paper.
Absolutely.
But I don't think they are, mate. I think they're going to drop points here.
I mean, Marty Cifuentes, QPR manager, really, he knows what he's doing. And what he's getting out of some of them players, like, he's got odd good players like Cher, Jimmy Dunn. I'm just having a look at their team.
I think Cher's one of the best midfielders in the league.
Yeah. No one's going for him at the minute. No one.
Surprisingly
no one's
not.
having him. But I don't want to put a score prediction. I mean,
we're going to have to pick here. Right, I've got a question for you while we're picking this, right? So the team what lost 4-0 last season, right? Well, with Somerville, Rutter and everyone, right? Would you say that's a better team then than what they've got now?
Individual players or as a collective?
A collective.
As a collective? Oh my God. Right, let's have a look at this team that they had. So they they played Archie Gray in his natural position, but they had Ethan Ampadu at centre half, Joe Byram at right back. They had Jaden Anthony. Jeez. They had Jamie Shackleton coming on at 80th minute. Probably this season, but that QPR team was not bad at all last season. They had Begovic in net. It was a really good
Begovic. What do you think, Marcus? What do you think is going to happen with it?
I think QPR's going to win 1-0.
You do?
Yeah.
That's a big shout, isn't it?
Hope, anyways.
You hope, or what do you think?
1-1.
A 1-1, right. So I think Leeds are going to go down there, overconfident like they normally do.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as they realise it's not going their way, just like what happened at Portsmouth, their fans will start getting drowned out. They'll start sitting back, press will start dropping, and then I think they're just going to get overworked. I think, I think as well, Falk is very stubborn in changing his players. He likes to play a certain amount of players, certain players especially. And it's all right saying like, oh yeah, we've got Ramazani and all that lot, but they're not match fit. Do you know what I mean? They may be fitting themselves, but they're lacking match sharpness. And I think that's a big thing. I don't think they rotate the players enough. And I think like a couple of injuries, I think they're going to be out at Woods. I mean, it's great saying, they've got this depth and all this lot, and they've got these players what they can fetch off bench. But there's 9 games left. Do you know what I mean? How long is it going to take to get them up to speed, match fitness? So I think they're going to get outworked and outfought, and I'm gonna say QPR is going to win 2-0. Well, no, not 2-0. I go 2-1.
I've thought about it. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I can just see like a late stroke winner from like a corner or something. I think because they didn't have Rothwell back then, who's really good on set pieces and whipping balls in. Didn't have to Naka, Struwig, who missing a decent amount of plays. But I feel like it's just going to be one of them where Leeds don't like it, but they'll still figure a way out. I hope I'm wrong, though.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. It's like us as United fans, we all want Leeds to win. Lose. Do you know what I mean? Just so we can catch up.
On that, then.
I know. Right, but if you look at it, we all points. Technically, we want the same amount of points. Do you know what I mean? Technically, but I don't know. I think I honestly, there's a gut feeling. I think we can overtake them, and I think we still can win.
What comes top in league?
I do, yeah. I know I've been saying it for a while, but I really do. I think something's going to happen now where Leeds are just going to run out of steam.
I mean, they've still got to go to Borough, Luton. Yep. I mean, they've got to play Preston. That will not be an easy game at all.
Oh, no.
It's at Leeds, but that won't be an easy game. So they've not got the easiest games in the world. But as long as we get top two, I don't care. I know some people we know have a bit of a preference for obvious reasons, but
yeah,
for me, I don't care.
So, what's your final score?
2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. Marcus?
1-1.
1-1. 2-1 QPR, me. Yeah, so next team, we've got Exeter and Rotherham.
God.
So I thought Rotherham were going to be they've done it for years, haven't they? Yo-yoed from League One to Championship. But this year, Steve Evans, mate, I don't know what. He's not the Steve Evans of old. I think he's a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to football age and all this. Like, do you know what I mean? He's very stubborn in what he does. He's brought too many older players there. But hey, it's gone. The team's gone. The season's done. They've got nothing to play for. I think they draw too much. They don't win away enough. I'm going to go for Exeter this one. Rotherham, they're up, down. They win, lose, draw. Win, lose, draw. Not impressed with them.
I think because even though they were, because I believe this game's at Rotherham, even though the last two Exeter games were at home for them, they're both 2-0 wins. And with them going up to Rotherham, I can see them absolutely going hell-bent just for the distance.
Yep.
Even though that will just be a normal thing for them to travel, I think they will just go hell-bent for it. So I'm going to go 1-0 Exeter, but all could happen in this game.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be a nice game, this at all.
Do you know what does me, though? It's like Rotherham, right? I've got no ill will against them, even though they're like bang next door to us. I have no ill will against Rotherham. They like it. I don't know. They're like United's little brother. Do you get what I mean?
Rotherham fans have said the exact same thing. It seems to be us, Rotherham, and Barnsley all have a thing in common where we don't mind each other, but we all have a hatred for Wednesday.
Oh, you got about South Barnsley Owls?
Yeah, South Barnsley. Apologies.
Yep.
Probably a swear word on here, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has a hatred for Rotherham. I think more United fans actively dislike Leeds and Wrexham at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. Leeds are a bit. Right. So final score, you're going 1-0 Exeter, yeah. Marcus.
Exeter win 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think it's going to be back and forth. Nothing. Rotherham lack that finishing touch, and I think they get out-muscled. Since they lost Ollie Rathbone in summer, I think they lack that midfielder, that man what just runs. Like Arvini Souza. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to go 2-2. And that's for them. Right, lads.
You said it yourself that they've got too old of a squad, Rotherham.
Yeah,
I think
they have.
I've not got an official stat, but I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised if it's about 28, 29, their average age.
Mhm. Yeah, it is one of the oldest in league.
Yeah. They've
So
got Jonathan Clark-Harris as their main striker.
yeah, but you know what is weird about Johnson Clark-Harris? What irritates me about him, right? Everywhere he's gone, he's scored goals apart from Rotherham. Do you know what I mean? He likes scoring penalties for him, but like open play goals, he struggles. His first stint there, he weren't spectacular, and this stint now he's having is not spectacular. And I think he's one. I think he is the highest earner at the club. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you're putting all your eggs in one basket with him. Rotherham have always had good players, and they sell them for cheap. I mean, look at Johansson. What with 370k, he went for 470k.
I thought it was like 2 million.
No, I don't think so. I think it was about 500k. I don't think it was that much, to be honest with you.
I'll have a check.
Yeah, have a double check.
£1 million.
Million quid. That's what I mean.
€1 So even
So
less.
what's that, about 800? About 800?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Victor Johansson for 800k. Right, I know we like to say about Michael Cooper, 2 million. What I
That
mean,
is a
whenever.
deal and a half.
Yeah.
Because
800k.
Rotherham won't have add-ons for him either. Cooper will have, I think, I saw the add-ons total and it went up to about 6 million for Cooper, which is still a steal.
Oh, yeah, without doubt. Without doubt.
You're paying 20 mil for a keeper like him if he's in contract, but I don't even think Rotherham had any sort of like sell-on clause or bonus for him with anything to do with like if he gets a certain stage with like Sweden, because I think he's either Sweden's number 1 or Sweden's number 2 with Olsen, the great keeper that he is, as we know, being up there with him. But Johansson's still young and all, so
yeah. I do rate Johansson. I think Rotherham really do miss him, but their keeper has. I mean, I think they fluctuated between people this season, goalkeepers.
Yeah, they've been all over the place transfer window. They're probably more players in and out than us, but it's been more. It's been way less successful, I'd say. We've accrued most points in the Championship. They're still low in mid-table in League One, and they probably spent not like in summer window. They probably didn't spend too much less than us.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so we're on to the big one.
God.
Where are we? Where's me banners? There we go. So I'm going to let Marcus take roll for this one. You go tell us what's going to happen, Marcus.
Well, I'm a bit nervous and excited at the same time.
Right. So what do you think is going to be key events of this game? What do you think are going to be key players?
I think Gus gonna go full dirty.
Gus going to go dirty?
Yeah, because my friend put on Danny Rose on bloody press conference and he said their play's gonna be dirty.
So where do you think main battles are going to be? Is it going to be in their box, our box, in midfield, on wings?
Wings and Wednesday's box and our box.
So what do you think score's going to be?
I don't think I can answer that.
You can't. You ain't got. You've got to give me a prediction for it.
Can you save me for last?
Yeah, I'll come back to you for that one. Right, Jamie, what you saying? What you thinking?
This will not be an easy game at all. I've checked stats and everything and like records at stadiums from previous games. This is all out of the window for this game. It's purely down to how you're feeling on day. Not even for just what you're feeling like. As we saw in, I think it was 2017 when we battered them 4-2.
I think we're 2016 season, weren't it?
No, 2016 season we went up and they were.
Yeah, that's when we went up, weren't it?
18.
Yeah. And then we went up the 18-19 season, weren't it?
Yeah. But that season, the manager Wednesday said,
We're at Carvajal, weren't it? We're at
yeah,
Carvajal.
he said,
How's Carvajal?
treat it like every other game. Wilder said, no, it's still City derby.
Well, do you know my issue with it? It's not that we treat it like every other game, right? I feel man for man, we win. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
It's just I don't this concept of anything can happen on a derby. We need to win. Whether it's a derby or not, we need to win regardless, just to
Yes.
keep our league position. Do you know what I mean? I think that's getting overlooked. I think the prospect because it's a derby, it's getting overshadowed of where we are in league. Do you get what I mean?
I think that's more from a fan's perspective. What I've gathered from listening to League of Football Evan, they had Campbell on. Just other things. He thought, look, it's going to be a brilliant game, focus on it. But from the sound of things, he would just focus on league, to be fair. But loving the moment. Type things. So I think it will be, I think Wilder knows exactly how to handle his games. He's done, 5 now?
Yeah.
Roll's done 1, and he's a very good manager, Roll. But
I used to think he were all right, do you know what I mean? But I think he's got a deep hatred against us. I don't know what it is. I think it might be them Greg's pastries they do. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Well, go on.
No, I'll let you go, pal.
Right, so what I'm thinking is, I feel like Bannon's come out with that, we're coming for attack straight away and all this sort, right? But the last 6 or 7 times they've said the same thing, we're going for kill and all that lot, and every time we've played them, they've sat back. I think it's only time you see a player running is when they've got a bit of open space on left or right, do you know what I mean? They've never come out and pushed us into our own half, ever.
I noticed last time, most of it came from that Jedi Kazama, who's actually probably one of their better players, I'd say.
Yeah.
90% of their players are terrible. He's actually one of the few ones I rate, along with Charles. So,
I think Shea Charles is good. I think that Gassama, he's got potential to be all right. Do you know what I mean? I see some of his runs he does, but I think he releases his ball way too late. Do you know what I mean? He runs into trouble. And when he jumps for headers, I've never seen someone jump for headers like that. It's like he's doing star jumps when he jumps. Maxwell, we know what he's about. Do you know what I mean? I know people saying they're getting a tune out of him, but we all know what he's about.
If you put pressure on him, he will capitulate.
Yep, without a doubt.
Don't know that he will capitulate. I think Wilder, him, all them, they've seen what he's like. They know what he's like. We saw that. I know that we had to play him in our last promotion campaign to Prem because we didn't have anyone else really. But I know it's a bit of a step forward. But when we played Man City, terrible. And I know it's Man City, but he looked really bad.
Yeah,
he completely didn't know where he was.
It's like this with Bannon and all that, lot, right? I don't rate him. I've never rated him. He's like he's their version of Norwood to us. Do you know what I mean?
No,
he's Norwood who runs around a bit more.
Yeah. Norwood, I'd still have Norwood even today. I know Norwood.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you know what, though?
Norwood in League One, he's absolutely tearing the league. It could have been a confidence issue with Norwood.
Yeah.
But
it's like,
again, someone for the dressing room, a leader.
But do you know what it is with Bannon? I don't know. I just can't get on with him. I've never rated him. I think that's what our team's like at the moment. It's like we knew what we're getting. He could control pace of a game. Do you know what I mean? He could play it short, he could play it long. I think that's what we're missing at the moment. That person who can control midfield. I mean, we've got Vinny Souza, who's a very physical player who just barge anyone out of way football. Peck's all right, but he's a box-to-box. He don't dictate the play, does he? He likes going in for a little tackle and progress the ball. I think that's someone we're really missing, someone who can dictate the play. Like I said, we've got Gusama, who's arguably one of the best centre midfielders in the league.
Hamer probably can do that role, but we're just not playing him there because we need him in the more attacking positions where we can take advantage of that.
But do you think, Ben Diaz is coming up to scratch, and we've also got these AI kids like Jefferson Caceres and all that lot. Yes, he is still very raw, that Caceres, but he has scored 2 and 2 for under 21s. Do you think it's not worth playing Harmer in middle and then having Biers on left with his stronger position, maybe fetch Caceres on for 5-10 minutes at the end of a game.
Not this game. I can't
No,
see.
not this game, but going forward. Because would you consider Harmer better than Peck in the
Yes.
middle?
Haim is our best player for me.
Right,
Without doubt.
would you consider Hamer better than Sousa in middle?
The two different players.
Yeah.
Sousa, for what we need, Sousa, you can't get anyone better in this team.
No.
Again, you've got Tanaka with a very different type of DM.
Tanaka's more of what would you say? I rate Tanaka. I think he's really good. I think if you'd put him and Sousa together, I think you've got one of the best midfielders, not just in Championship. I mean, to top 10 at Premier League, I'd say.
That's some shout.
Putting them both together, I think you could have a really strong partnership with someone like Blaster in front of them both dictating play. I think, without doubt, would be great.
Yeah, I think Tanaka's more of a, I wouldn't say luxury type play, but Sousa, even though he does prefer being in a team with more ball, he does seem more of like a gritty player, someone just gets stuck in. Tanaka, someone that more dictates a play, more box type, whilst being that defensive midfielder, someone that takes it a bit further forward.
Yeah. So, scores what matters and results what count in it. So, what are you saying for it?
I'm going to go 0-0.
0-0?
Yeah. I think there'll be at least one sending off, though. I can see that happening.
Okay. What are you saying, Sidney Peck breaking Barry Bannon?
It's going to be, after what his missus came out with, he said, like, making a chant about Blaster's ACL injury. There will be some, like, late breakers, especially with his injury recently and all.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see it being just like Brewster or something.
Maybe. I could see Brewster be the winner.
Yeah. It'll either be him with the late winner or getting sent off.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to play him for me.
Yeah. So you're going for a 0-0?
Yeah.
Marcus, what we're saying? You said come to you last. I want to know.
1-0 United.
Lacey?
Well, I hope it's going to be 1-0 to us, but I bet it's going to be like 1-1.
Right, I'm going to do something different, sure. I think we're looking at it wrong way. I think we're going to beat them like 3-1, maybe 3-0. Yeah, I do. I think how they play and how we play, we're just going to pass it around them. They're going to charge ball too much, and we're just going to. If we're clinical, mate, it could be a bad day for them. I don't see them beating Cooper that much. I think our midfielders outrun their midfield. I think our attack's too strong for them. I think Campbell's got an hat-trick in waiting. But to be honest with you, mate, I think Cannon's going to have a big part of this game. I think we're going to see his first goal.
Cannon?
Yeah. I know not things are being mentioned about him being injured and all that lot, but I think it's just smoked me personally. I think he's going to jump off at bench, and I think he's going to finally get his goal for us. Just like, do you remember when Campbell got his goal against them, right? He was pretty quiet, weren't he? He was just starting to get Matt Fishness when that first game happened. And I was saying, like, why is he starting? Because Keith were our man then, weren't he? At the beginning of the season, he were our man. And Campbell weren't really doing it. Every time I saw him, he looked a bit leggy, just smacking ball, didn't teal, and then he scored that goal. And that's put him down as folklore, hasn't it, in United world?
He will forever be remembered just for that goal, purely.
Exactly.
Like, he will be the equivalent of like a Leon Clark.
That's it.
Even if it's one season like Leon Clark had, he'll be remembered forever as a legend just for that one goal.
That's it. Right, so let's go through comments. Let's see what's happening. Right, we've got Dave going, hi Ricky gang, doing a grand job. Keep it up. Cheers, Dave. Got Mora, large up, guys. If people don't know about Mora, subscribe to his channel. It's just started up. Got Mr. V. You can pick 2 scores, James. Right, if people don't know, on one of groups what we're in, I picked 2 scores instead of just one, and yeah, I'm not allowed to forget that one.
Oh, they won't let you drop it.
Oh no, it's Jamie Dumpling, you know what I mean? So it says it all, doesn't it? Agree, Ricky. We're going to be champions. Yep. I still think we are, James. And that potty mouth. Who's got potty mouth?
Me?
Yeah, I don't remember you swearing.
Oh no,
You got Ramble Road.
it's mainly from Luton vlog. The amount of
Right.
sensitive
Yeah.
we had to do. You'll believe it.
Right, we've got Michael. Huddersfield Town love their West Yorkshire rivals. Leeds. Yep. Don't we all, mate? We hate him.
I don't
We
think
all hate Leeds.
I don't think like we have Wednesday's our main rivals.
Would you consider him a rival, or would you consider it a derby?
Both. The derby naturally brings in the rivalry just because of the banter and all that.
I look at Leeds as a rival, and I look at Nottingham Forest as a rival. Do you know what I mean? But I think Wednesday, I don't know. Like, I feel like we suppressed them for many years. I don't think they've been they might have been in a better league than us. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like they haven't. Well, that's their owner's fault, but I feel like they should have done a lot more than what they have done for the amount of time they've been around hovering around in that league.
Yeah, especially with some attendances they can get. I know they say, "Oh yeah, we can start," but for the following they do get, especially away, which you've got to just say fair play to. They should realistically be doing better.
Yeah, it's like
they should have the success that we have had for quite a while.
Yeah, they should have. They should have, and I feel their problem is they go. It's like now with Daniel, yeah, he's a good manager, but their owner does not care about that club.
No.
And he will be downfall of him. And I think he'll price out any sale of that club coming future. Do you know what I mean?
And we are here for it.
Yep, that's it. We got Jimmy. Evening, boys. Evening, Jim Bob. He went for 1 million stock. Oh, Victor Johansson. Yeah. Trafford cost Burnley 20 million. Now he's called up to England squad. Well, to be fair, mate, he's got to be called up, Anna. Do you know what I mean? He's kept most clean sheets in Championship. Is it history now? Has he broke record?
It's borderline there, I think. But
yeah, well,
the stats wise, fair play to him. Like I don't rate him in Prem. I thought it was worse than Muric last season.
Yeah,
he's not great goalkeeper, but he's had a really good league campaign. But I still would rather have Cooper.
Yeah. I'd rather have Cooper, but he is a good keeper, and he's one of them keepers what would irritate the fans. It's like I remember when he were at Bramall Lane and he kept on doing this bobbly leg thing, and he would just, I don't know, his mannerisms would just irritate him.
When they played Sunderland and they were taking 2 penalties, he took his gloves off for both penalties.
Yeah,
just to irritate them even more. So he's one of the. He's like Neil Maupay. Love him when you've got him. Hate him when he's against you.
Yep. Right. So Michael, that's Anton coming down from. Oh right, yeah. So we're on about Trafford there. Yeah. I think Trafford is overrated, but good keeper. I would take Cooper over Trafford. Yeah. I think it's all personal preference that one though, because I think they're both equally good in their own rights.
If you ask any sort of Burnley fan, they'll say they prefer Trafford.
Yeah. It's impossible to treat it as a derby, just another game. It's human nature to be more emotional and passionate. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mr. Manny. League positions. Cheers for the shout out. Can't call him that, Jamie Dunn. You see, they're already getting it, yeah.
Yeah.
David, we'll forget it, Ricky. It's 2 scores. Yeah, 2 scores, I think, chat. Right, anything to add before we end it? Nope. Well, thanks for joining us, Jamie. Marcus, Lisa. Yeah, so obviously we'll do it again next Friday. If anyone wants to join me in, it's open. So yeah, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you all next time.
Have a good one.
Bye.
You too. See you later. Oh,